Hey, everybody. It is Sarah, your best friend here at Travel Advisors Unlimited. And today we are talking with Dylan, our amazing travel agent that I'm sure some of you guys have already worked with. Hey, Dylan.
Me. My name is Dylan, y'all. I'm a travel agent. Um, I've been doing it now for about 2 years, I would say. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it. So this is something I've always wanted to get into. A little story behind that is I seen it advertised on Facebook one day of other people doing TA stuff. I was like, well, why not jump the gun and go and try it myself? So I did, and it's been successful. So the
And you
hardest thing
really
has
are.
been
You really are successful at it. I mean, what I love is the fact that you are so quick about it too. You're very responsive. And I think that's such a value that is in this industry, right? Because the travel industry is so quick and everything moves so fast with pricing.
And so I decided to jump the gun and just join with everybody else and go with it. A lot. The most hardest thing has been growing the client base. That's the biggest. When people become a TA, it's not easy to start off unless you have that client base, which is understandable. But once you get that client base built, you're ready to rock and roll.
Absolutely. And they trust you. So if there's anything that they need, they just call you up and they're like, hey, Dylan, help me. 911. I want to go on a cruise. So I love that. Okay. Now, you love taking trips to the beach. Like, what is your favorite trip, though, that you have taken?
So this trip that I have taken a long time ago, it was with my family, of course. Um, I used to go back in seventh grade to the Biltmore House. I loved going to the Biltmore House. I would give anything to go back with my family, but it's too expensive to go, especially
It
with a
is.
big family. But I made a lot of memories there. I have photos that I've kept from my class, and that was my best trip ever.
I love that. I love the Biltmore too. I think we have that desperately in common for sure. And so then with that though, Dylan, what do you feel like is your specialty? What is your specialty working with your clients? What do people come to you for?
So most of my clients, they come to me for cruises or Disney or Universal, because I've booked mainly Disney, Universal, and cruises mainly, and hotels. But it's mainly been cruises mainly. And I've got one right now on Carnival Venezia. Um, she'll be back on Sunday. Um, she messaged me this morning and said there's some things about that ship she didn't like, but she's gonna call me on Sunday and explain it to me, and then I can relay it back to my clients, so I don't put them, you know, in the same situation she's in. So
Yeah. And you know what? I love that. So that means like you're doing all this research for the client. Like you're trying to meet their expectations on like, hey, you want to go on a cruise or you want to go to Disney? What's your price point? And what I love about you, Dylan, is that what you bring to the table so well is that you dig and you don't give up. And I love that. So when you bring that's such a value to bring to the table as a travel advisor is that people trust you to meet their expectations. And I think that's absolutely awesome. So tell me, who's your favorite client that you've worked with thus far?
so my main one right now, she calls me her foster son.
Love
I
it.
know, laugh. Um, her name is Georgia Lambert. She's on a cruise right now, and every time me and her talk on a daily. We haven't got to talk to you because she's been on a cruise, but anyway. When we talk all the time, she's like, you're like my foster son. And I'm like, thanks, I appreciate it. Uh, and then my other friend, which is Candace Jackson, which is Andrew's mom that I talked to from Florida. We talk all the time. We send each other Snapchat, blah 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 blah. And we have fun with it. So if you're not having fun with your clients, then you're not doing your job right. That's the way
Exactly.
I see it.
I love that. Well, and that's huge. At Travel Advisors Unlimited, I think like one of our big things is that we really want to create relationships with our clients because creating positive relationships that gain trust is loyalty in the long run. So then you have relationships like this, and I think that's awesome. So who do you
And,
like?
and it's
What
like
is? Hmm?
And it's like this, like it's like the other day before my client left on their cruise. She says, this is gonna be my last Carnival cruise with them. I'm like, why? I'm like, explain it to me. I'm like, okay. So she said they took $140 out of her account because they said that she took out Carnival insurance, which she did not. We went through Alliance with her, and so they supposed to issue her a refund of $140, and they did not.
Ooh. All right. So what
So
did
she
you
said
do
this.
about that then to help her?
So I called Carnival myself, and they're like, well, she took out the insurance. I said, no, she didn't. I said she took out third party insurance, but not through Carnival. I said she needs her refund. So nothing's
And there
getting
we go.
done.
And that's what's great is that you're an advocate for her and she trusts you to call you whenever there's a problem and to be able to help get that money back. And I love that. I think that's awesome. So, all right. So, is there anything that you want to say to potential new clients that, hey, come and work directly with me, Dylan, because?
Um, well, I like to try to keep yeah. I try to save people some money when I can. And right now we are, if you book with us between now and the end of February, yeah, we are offering onboard credit. So yeah, why not take advantage of the promotion?
Yeah, and not only that, I with the promotion that we're offering, specifically, Dylan actually offered this last year too, you guys, and it was great. Like if you were sitting down with your family and in the last 30 days, if you deposited on a cruise and now you see this and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have taken advantage of that. Yes, you still can take advantage of that because if you deposited in the last 30 days on your cruise and now you want to work with Dylan, we can still make that happen and get you that onboard cruise, right?
Exactly. And even if you done even if say you booked a cruise while you was on your current cruise, you can still transfer it to us.
Right. And get the benefits of it all. So
Yeah.
either way, you guys, it's a great way to work with Dylan, and he does very good. We call him the budget travel guru because boy, he researches so well for any budget and any price point, which is such a value, and especially with cruises. Disney and Universal. So another thing I do want to mention, he's very good at Dollywood as well. So don't leave out on that, as well as the Biltmore. Anytime I'm stuck in a rut, we always go to Dylan and he's able to dig it out. So thank you for taking
And I'm also
Mhm.
I'm also good on Myrtle Beach stuff too because I had somebody message me a little bit ago for the resort we're staying at in May. So they want me to go on pricing. So I'm waiting for them to message me back. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks for popping on, Dylan. I can't wait. We're going to load this up for everybody to see. And if you guys need to get a hold of Dylan, it's Dylan, Dylan, at traveladvisorsunlimited.com. Reach out to him directly. You can call the office line. He's connected 904 547 2747. He'll answer. He'll be like, this is Dylan. What do you need? Thanks, Dylan.